noisy meditations or noisy mindfulness, right? A lot of times we have these ideals, right? That you're sitting super still and it's so quiet and peaceful and you just have zero thoughts. And that's what meditation or mindfulness is. I am here today to tell you that it would be an awesome meditation experience, but that rarely happens for anyone ever, especially if you're in the middle of a busy life, a busy workplace. Even if the inside of your mind is busy, it can be very hard to have a quiet meditation, especially, right now, if you are at home, if you are being a work from home person, if you are being a work from home and teach from home parent, like, you need to be able to have a noisy meditation because your kids or your job or even the noise on the street isn't going to stop just for you to get some peace and quiet. So it's important that we can be able to make our own peace and quiet in ourselves. So today we're going to talk a little bit about a noisy meditation practice, a noisy mindful moment. So I want everybody, if you're watching and willing to do this right now or put it in your brain for later, to find somewhere comfortable to sit. Take a nice deep breath in. Make sure that you're breathing through your diaphragm, right? So your belly should be what's expanding, not your chest, because otherwise you're using your neck muscles, and that's not as deep of a breath as we want. So take a really nice deep breath with me right now, because we're here. It's okay that we're a little late. It's okay that things are happening in the world. It's okay that we're stressed out. We're still doing this together. So nice deep breath. All right. So when we have a mindful moment, we're taking some space for ourselves. Sometimes we have to be okay with the noise that is happening around us. So right now, if you're going to practice with me in this moment, I want you to close your eyes. Promise I'm not going anywhere, and I'll try not to make silly faces at you. But just close your eyes and listen. What can you hear? I'll talk through what I'm hearing right now. I can hear there's traffic on the road, the street right outside my home. It's a very busy street, so there's always cars rumbling or screeching and sometimes honking. So there's some traffic right now. I can hear the fan going because let me tell you, it is hot in here, right? There might be some birds in the backyard, it sounds like, because we have the door open. And now I want you to focus only on the sound of your breath. Good, strong inhale. And you can let out an exhale through your mouth with a nice sound, kind of like you're fogging up a mirror, when it's all steamy, you're trying to fog it up to write on it. Use that kind of motion to exhale. So nice. And focus just on the sound of your breath. Let all of those other sounds, maybe it's your refrigerator is really noisy. Maybe your kids are playing in the background. Maybe, do any of you have ticking clocks? Let me tell you, those drive me up the wall. The ticking, as soon as I focus on being able to hear it, I can't unhear it. So there are no ticking clocks in this house whatsoever. But we can use those noises, right? Those extra sounds to actually make us more aware of the moment that we're in. And that's exactly what mindfulness is, remember, okay? It's not necessarily going to some blissed out, trippy, happy state. It's being really present right now. So if you're listening to a ticking clock in your house because you're focusing very hard on what you can hear, I don't want you to be counting seconds. Just let them tick, right? Let the traffic go by. Hopefully let your kids be playing noisily but safely. Just let them happen. You don't need to go in there and fix anything. You don't need to turn the clock off or stop traffic so you can have a quiet moment. You need to do nothing right now except listen. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to do anything except listen. So let's listen. If it is hard to listen to the things around you, whatever noises they might be, listen to your breath and breathe louder if you need to, right? So that is what you're focusing on. Because when we're focusing on our breath, the rest of our brain and our body, it's all connecting. It's more connected to one another, and we are instantly more calm. Focusing on your breath without having to change it, right? You don't need to breathe more deeply or slowly or faster. Just focus on your breath. It's okay that noise is happening. It's okay that life is happening. We're trying to become more aware of the life that's happening around us so that we can be in that moment more fully and more committed, more aware of what we're doing and what's going on around us. So I'll also like to share a few things, maybe the silent kind of ambient noise meditation is not working for you, right? That's something to work up to, and that's okay. It is okay to need to be okay with that ticking clock, right? It is okay to work towards being okay with the extra noise. So sometimes when I'm meditating and I feel really, really scattered and I can't just focus on that nice mindful moment, I can't let go of the sounds that are happening, I like to put on an intentional sound, okay? So something that I can choose what the sound will be and let that really overwhelm your senses. Maybe you have the volume loud if it's not interrupting others. Maybe you have on headphones so you're the only one hearing it and it can just really fill your senses. Pick a sound that really works for you. Whatever that might be. You can pick a playlist of a lovely waterfall or a rainforest or the seashore, right? There are playlists on YouTube and Spotify where it just plays. It just goes, right? I would recommend, if this is something you're interested in trying this way, not to pick something with lyrics, right? So the Hamilton soundtrack might not be your best meditation music. If it is, by all means, more power to you. But try to pick something where you don't have to focus on knowing the words. There isn't necessarily a meaning or a message behind it. It's just a noise or a rhythm that, again, you can focus in. So like narrowing our focus from just the things we're hearing to just our breath, right? If having an intentional noise can help you focus on your breath, that is the perfect noise for you, okay? I can share some recommendations of sounds that I like to put on in the background. I like to have Tibetan singing bowls. Those are really calming for me. I've experienced them in a couple of my yoga classes, so that's how I was introduced to them, and I really like them. I also like the hang drum, I think it's called. It's that big, it kind of looks like a turtle shell, but it's like a steel drum. Not the Caribbean steel drums where you're on an island. I think it's called the hang drum, but I'll look it up and put it in the comments if I need to. And that's a really calming sound for me. The rhythms are always really nice, but they're not overwhelming, and it has a really nice vibrational sound to it. But you can pick whatever works best for you. Maybe you love the flute, and some flute music, not Lizzo flute, but some good flute music might be what helps you meditate, right? And that's perfect. This is all about finding what works best for you to really be able to be in that moment. So if you practice this at home, throughout your day, throughout your week, right? Because we can steal a mindful moment anytime, any place, sitting on your couch, sitting in your closet to try to get away from the kids, right? Taking a break at your work desk. You can make a mindful moment happen wherever you are and whenever you need one. It doesn't have to be an ideal space with perfect silence and flickering candles. You make a mindful moment happen wherever you are and whenever you need one. Focusing on the sounds around you, also ignoring the sounds around you, right? That was a terrible sound. I just got a work email. I'm not excited. That might have disrupted my mindful moment. Or I can use that to go deeper, right? To push away things like letting go of the work list that I still have to do today, letting go of your grocery list, letting go of the things around you and focusing right now. You can do this anywhere, okay? I super believe in you, and it is much more attainable than you think it is. If you want to share some of the noisy things that maybe make you go a little fidgety in your mindfulness, you can. Maybe you find some excellent background music that you definitely want to share. We would love to hear what's working for you. Maybe a Spotify link or anything like that. You can look up a meditation playlist on almost any platform, and there will be some excellent recommendations for intentional noise, right? That's if you're trying to focus on like a white noise, right? Kind of the background. But if that ticking clock is really getting to you, put on some intentional noise, okay? Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you go and experiment with this a little, right? Try being in the stillness of your home and just letting the sounds of your home and your life happen around you. And also try having a mindful moment with some intentional noise. Play with it. See what the difference is. See which one you like better. Experiment with the different types of noise. Maybe work your way up to no noise. That's okay too. Again, a mindful moment happens whenever and wherever you need one, and it is completely up to you. So I hope this helps. Thank you all for waiting patiently and still joining me, even though we were late today. I hope you have a great week and that this mindful moment has helped you start off on a good note. Take care, everyone. Be well and